Imagine finding a money machine, not a lottery ticket, not a secret investment, a machine that quietly works while you sleep, while you're watching TV, and even while you're doing absolutely nothing. Now here's the crazy part. Most people spend their entire lives standing right next to this machine and never use it. Meanwhile, ordinary people with average incomes use it to become millionaires. That machine is called compound interest. And once you understand it, you'll never look at money the same way again. Let's start with a simple story. Meet Jake. Jake is 25 years old. He works a normal office job. No wealthy parents, no six-figure salary, nothing special. One day, Jake decides to invest just $5 a day. That's less than most people spend on coffee. $5 doesn't sound like much. In fact, most people would laugh at the idea that $5 a day could ever make someone wealthy. But Jake understands something most people don't. Wealth isn't built by how much money you start with. It's built by how long your money has to grow. Jake invests his money into a simple index fund. At first, nothing exciting happens. His account grows slowly, a few $100s, then a few thousand. Many people quit at this stage because they think investing isn't working. But compound interest doesn't grow in a straight line. It grows like a snowball rolling down a hill. At the top, the snowball is tiny, but as it rolls, it collects more snow, then more, then even more. The bigger it gets, the faster it grows. Money works exactly the same way. Your money earns money, then that new money earns money, then that money earns even more money. This cycle continues year after year, and eventually, growth becomes explosive. Now imagine two friends, Sarah and Mike. Sarah starts investing at age 20. Mike waits until age 30. Both invest the same amount of money. Who do you think becomes wealthier? Most people say Mike because he invests for more years. But surprisingly, Sarah often ends up with more money. Why? Because she started earlier. She gave compound interest something incredibly valuable: time. That's the secret. Time is the fuel that powers compound interest. And that's why the biggest enemy of wealth isn't a stock market crash. It isn't inflation. It isn't a recession. The biggest enemy is waiting. People constantly say, "I'll start next year. I'll start when I make more money. I'll start when the market is better." But next year becomes 5 years. 5 years becomes 10. And suddenly they've lost the one thing they can never get back: time. That's why many millionaires aren't celebrities or business owners. They're teachers, engineers, nurses, office workers, ordinary people who made one extraordinary decision. They started early and stayed consistent. They invested month after month, year after year, decade after decade, even when the market was down, even when everyone else was afraid. Because compound interest rewards patience. Imagine investing $500 every month. After 10 years, you could have around $100,000. After 20 years, around $380,000. After 30 years, over $1 million. Notice something interesting? The biggest growth happens near the end. That's because eventually your money starts working harder than you do. And that's when true wealth begins. Not luxury cars, not expensive watches. Freedom. The freedom to choose how you spend your time. The freedom to help your family. The freedom to live life on your own terms. So if you're watching this and thinking, "I don't have enough money to invest," start anyway. Start with $5. Start with $10. Start with whatever you can afford. Because the amount matters less than the habit. Remember, Jake didn't become wealthy because he found a secret. He became wealthy because he started. That's how compound interest creates millionaires. Quietly, patiently, predictably, while everyone else searches for shortcuts. Because when it comes to building wealth, the magic isn't in the money. The magic is in the time. And every day you wait is a day you'll never get back. So the question is simple. Will you let time work for you or against you? Subscribe for more easy financial video.